Ham radio has come a long way from telegraph keys and handheld microphones. The new digital age of ham radio offers many diverse options for integrating the power of a computer with shortwave radio data transmissions. Using the software Ham Radio Deluxe, I will now show you how a digital text signal will appear on the screen in a real-time scrolling spectrum analyzer called the waterfall, and what those signals will actually sound like when you detect them on the air. Continuous wave uses the oldest form of digital communication, Morse code. Ham Radio Deluxe offers decoding and transmission of Morse code in either CW or a tone-modulated form, which sounds like this. PSK, or phase shift keying, also known as BPSK and QPSK, is a popular computer sound card generated radio teletype mode used primarily by amateur radio operators to conduct real-time keyboard-to-keyboard chat, most often using frequencies in the high-frequency amateur radio bands. Software such as Quick PSK has been developed with a unique additional capability to send color thumbnail pictures of 32 by 32 pixels and 16 colors using the PSK 63 mode. This is what the three different PSK signals sound like. Domino EX has been designed to get around several problems which exist with other digital modes, such as difficult tuning, slow response, and poor performance in the 160 to 40 meter bands. It is twice as fast as PSK 31 and is so robust it does not require forward error correction for perfect reception of the copy. Here is what the several Domino EX signals sound like. Abbreviated Feldhel, the Feldhel-Schreiber format is derived from a facsimile-based teleprinter invented by Rudolf Hell in the 1920s. Feldhel sends a line of text as a series of vertical columns. Each column is broken down vertically into a series of pixels. The data for a line is then sent as a series of on-off signals to the receiver. In its early days, at the receiver end, a paper tape was fed at a constant speed over a roller. Located above the roller was a spinning cylinder with small bumps on the surface. The received signal was amplified and sent to a magnetic actuator that pulled the cylinder down onto the roller, hammering out a dot onto the surface of the paper. This is what the different forms of Feldhel sound like. Multiple frequency shift keying, or MFSK, is a variation of frequency shift keying that uses more than two frequencies. Here is what MFSK signals sound like. MT63 is a digital radio modulation mode for transmission in high noise situations. The MT63 mode is very tolerant of mistuning, as most software will handle 120 Hz tuning offsets under normal conditions. MT63 comes in bandwidths of 500, 1000, and 2000 Hz. This is what they sound like. Olivia MFSK is an amateur radio teletype protocol using multiple frequency shift keying and designed to work in difficult conditions on shortwave bands, such as low signal-to-noise ratio and multipath propagation. The signal can be accurately received even if the surrounding noise is 10 decibels stronger. The effective data rate of the Olivia MFSK protocol is 150 characters per minute. Olivia comes in several different baud rates and flavors, as shown here. Radio teletype, or RTTY, uses two tones called a mark and a space. Radio teletype was used throughout the mid-20th century by wire services for news feeds prior to the advent of the Internet. The U.S. military also used radio teletype as a communication mode for transmitting printed text between operational areas. Because of the long duration of the radio teletype signals, which allow an enemy plenty of time to triangulate the position and call in firing orders to their gunners, the average lifespan of an Army radio teletype operator in combat was as low as 13 seconds. The unique mark-space tone generated by radio teletype sounds like this. Throb is a unique data mode that relies heavily on DSP techniques. Throb uses 9 tones spaced at 8 or 16 Hz apart. Throb X, an evolution of Throb, uses 11 tones spaced at 7.1825 or 15.625 Hz apart. Throb has no forward error correction, is difficult to tune, but reasonably sensitive and moderately robust. Some of the Throb formats are represented as follows. There are many other forms of digital communications available to the amateur radio world. Those who are interested are encouraged to go online and research the mode that would work best for them.